They're off. Pasta La Vista on the far outside. Happy Dreamer out of there very quickly. She bolts out of there with Stylish Artist. Into the first turn, Happy Dreamer, Stylish Artist. And a quick start for Pasta La Vista, who slides in third in front of Carnivorous fourth. The heavy favorite Native Bride is fifth to the opening quarter on the turn. Unique Legacy is a handful in the sixth position. Then it's Between Your Heart and Mine. The whip up on Kelly's Keepsake. And Dreamland's Latte trails their single file. Happy Dreamer and Andy Miller. They click off a quarter of 28 and 1 down the backstretch. Off the turn, Happy Dreamer, the pace setter. It's Stylish Artist in that pocket spot with Pasta La Vista, an anxious third. And here comes Native Bride, flush to the outside. And three wide is Between Your Heart and Mine with a backstretch bull rush. Unique Legacy into the flow as well, so Carnivorous gets shuffled. Kelly's Keepsake from the back of the pack, and then it's Dreamland's Latte. Was three wide, now up front. Between Your Heart and Mine with a big backstretch move with Tim Tetrick. Hits the half in 57 and 1. Between Your Heart and Mine at 5-2. Native Bride now back in that second spot. Will draft there as they head to three quarters. That leaves Unique Legacy languishing on the outside. Has stalled now. Happy Dreamer is pinned in on the rail. So is Stylish Artist. Nowhere to go in the fifth position. Kelly's Keepsake is second over behind that stalling cover. And locked in is Carnivorous near the back of the pack. Trying to make it up is Carnivorous as they turn for home. Three quarters, 125 and 2. Into the stretch drive, Between Your Heart and Mine, and ripping out of the pocket, Native Bride, the red hot Native Bride, and Sears drawing clear with this one. Native Bride is gone. Between Your Heart and Mine is all out. Kelly's Keepsake looks to rally for second on the outside. 7 in a row for Native Bride. Native Bride, Kelly's Keepsake from Stylish Artist, and Between Your Heart and Mine, 152 and 2. The red hot Native Bride and Sears drawing clear with this one. Native Bride is gone. Between Your Heart and Mine is all out. Kelly's Keepsake looks to rally for second on the outside. 7 in a row for Native Bride. Native Bride, Kelly's Keepsake from Stylish Artist, and Between Your Heart and Mine, 152 and pace off with a victory in the elimination here. And a chance to choose a post position for the final next week. Supplements win both eliminations.
Noel Daley is going to be a busy man November 29th in the Breeders' Crown, and here's one of the reasons why Native Bride. Noel, how long you had her, and what did you do differently with her to get her on this unbelievable roll she's on?
Oh no, she was on the roll before we got her. She won the Pennsylvania Sires Stakes before we got her. We picked her up after that just because we were going to Lexington. Joe Pavia had her, and Jay Sears had her, trained her down earlier. We inherited her. She'd already won a bunch of races before we got her.
Okay, so you're going in with another one undefeated, very much like your freshman trotting sensation. Tell us about Native Bride. There was a little bit of an action down the backstretch here, but it looked like Sears is very comfortable even in the pocket after that point.
Yeah, she's very, very nice mare. Everything about her. She's very easy on herself, very nice around the barn, and just has a great attitude, a great will to win. You know.
You won 3 Breeders' Crowns with a female My Little Dragon. Any comparisons here?
She's a different. You know, I had her the whole time. You know, this mare, as I say, we just inherited. This one's got a very, very good attitude. The other mare can be a little difficult at times. You know, this one just looks after herself the whole time. Nice filly.
Okay, and your young colt, Explosive Matter, how's he? What kind of week's going to have, and what can we expect from him in the final? He hasn't lost yet.
No, well, you know, if he's done everything we've asked of him so far. You know, he's been a good horse since the day we put a bridle on him. You know, he's just a natural. Very smart horse, got a great gait. I think that's his best attribute there. He'll have a reasonably quiet week. He has only had the 5 starts, but he's been in work all year, you know, so he's about had enough when the year's done too next week.
Okay, Noel, good luck next week in the final.
Thank you.